Hey guys, John V here from PhoneArena. You're watching our video review of T-Mobile's version of the Samsung Galaxy Note. It's going to be available starting August 8th for a 2-year contract price of $249.99, and it looks like to be just like the same model that we saw with AT&T, except for the fact that it has support for only HSPA Plus instead of LTE. With this particular model, the only thing different about it is the T-Mobile name we have up top. Everything else, from its choice of materials, its construction, its size and weight, it's identical to AT&T's model. Still an unwieldy device to hold with one hand. It's better used with two hands as opposed to one. But aside from that, there's nothing really refreshing about it. It's still the same device that we know and love. There's no question about it, the biggest standout with the Galaxy Note is its 5.3-inch WXGA Super AMOLED panel. So that's 800 by 1280 pixels. It produces some really sharp details, even with fine text in the web browser, more than distinguishable to the eye. And on top of that, seeing that it is a Super AMOLED panel, it has all the qualities we love about it. Some saturated colors that really stand out, wide viewing angles, high contrast. Though in outdoor conditions with the sun present, we still find ourselves shielding it, but besides that, it's still a sharp looking display. As for the rest of the phone, we have the volume control on the left edge. It's very springy. You have the capacitive Android buttons below the display, kind of close to the edge, so we do notice some accidental pressing. Front-facing camera for video chat and self-portraits. On the right side, you have dedicated power buttons, a little bit on the flush side, so difficult to make out with our finger. 3.5mm headset jack and the noise cancellation microphone are up top, while on the bottom you have the micro USB port for charging and data connectivity. You need an MHL adapter to gain video out. The standard microphone, you have the S Pen right there in its slot. In the rear, you have an 8-megapixel autofocus camera with a single LED flash, an ability to shoot 1080p videos, and on the bottom you have the two notches for the speaker, and removing the back cover, you gain access to its 2500 milliamp hour battery, its micro SD card slot, and micro SIM, and the standard SIM slot. One of the nice things found with T-Mobile's version of the Galaxy Note is that it's running Android 4.0.4 Ice Cream Sandwich out of the box. No update, and it's just like AT&T's model that we checked out. It also comes with the premium suite of applications that we saw. At its core, though, it's still a great Android device. You have all the rich personalization aspects of it from its vast widgets. And on top of that, seeing it has a large display, it's great for productivity users just because you have the S-Memo application where you can draw stuff, write stuff, jot stuff down, and it's great if you're really on the go. In terms of hardware, T-Mobile's version of the Galaxy Note isn't packing anything extravagant. Actually, it's powered by a dual-core 1.5 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon S3 processor with 1 GB RAM. So it's using the older S3 chip as opposed to the S4, and it does exhibit some choppy movements with a live wallpaper here, but when we switch to a static wallpaper, it's a lot more fluid. But overall, it doesn't really hinder the overall experience. It's still pretty fast with other basic tasks such as opening up apps and even pinch zooming. Again, the only major difference found with T-Mobile's version is that it features HSPA Plus connectivity as opposed to faster LTE with AT&T's model. But still, pages load up in a good amount of time and you still have some nice buttery responsive movements with kinetic scrolling and pinch zooming. And thanks to its high resolution display, it makes even fine text more than legible to the eye. There's nothing different about the music player with T-Mobile's version. It's the same TouchWiz music player that we know and love, so the presentation is quite the same. As far as the audio quality, it still has the same strong, powerful tones, and we do like it that there are various equalizer settings to better fine-tune its output. If you truly love watching videos, you'll surely appreciate the Samsung Galaxy Note thanks to its large display. The video we have here is encoded in DivX 1920 by 1080 resolution. You can tell, moving very swiftly with no slowdown or lag whatsoever. And thanks to its high contrast display, it makes colors pop out and truly makes the video come to life. So for most situations, the Samsung Galaxy Note for T-Mobile managed to take some passable looking shots with its 8-megapixel autofocus camera. Therefore, if you have plenty of lighting, you're outdoors, it's going to take some sharp looking visuals. But when taken indoors or under low lighting situations, it tends to have some graininess and noise with its quality. But luckily though, its LED flash manages to cast a good amount of lighting to illuminate the scenery. However, its 1080p video recording fares better thanks to its sharper details, its natural looking colors, its smooth capture rate of 30 frames per second, and gradual exposure, so it does come out quite exquisite looking. Luckily, voices are clear, distinctive, and noise-free on both ends of the line, but like before, the problem with the Galaxy Note is that its earpiece tends to be rather weak, so you gotta really put it next to your ear to hear anything, and on top of that, the speakerphone tends to have a slight muffling to its output. In our time testing out T-Mobile's version of the Samsung Galaxy Note, we didn't experience much fluctuations in terms of signal strength, nor did we experience any dropped phone calls. Saying that this is an HSPA Plus device, it's a lot more forgiving in terms of battery life over the LTE connectivity with AT&T's version. With light usage, we get close to a couple days. On normal usage, we manage to get easily a solid day, but if you're a heavy user, you could still expect to get through an 8-hour work shift, but by the end of the night, you're still going to need to recharge it. It's seriously hard to fall in love all over again with the Samsung Galaxy Note, especially when the Galaxy S3 is out there right now. At $249.99, you're probably better off investing that money on the Samsung Galaxy S3 as opposed to this, unless you really love the form factor and size, and also the wealth of functionality that you get with the S Pen and its accompanying applications. But beyond that, the Galaxy S3 is probably a device you want to take a look at the meantime. So if you'd like to learn more about the Samsung Galaxy Note, you can check out our website, guys, PhoneArena.com. This is John V. Thanks for watching.